Peyton here, and today I'm going to be starting a brand new series where I get under the hood and investigate some email marketing from some of the biggest brands out there. So what does this mean? Basically, I'm going to toss my email in there, see what emails come my way. I'm interacting on the website, I'm clicking emails. Does my journey change? What messages am I getting? And for today's agenda, we'll be talking about the brand Ritual. Okay, so who is Ritual? I have here a quote from the founder. All right, founded by Katarina Schneider, Ritual was, quote, founded with the belief that better health begins with better ingredients. With us, you'll know where ingredients come from and why it's there. Some call it obsessiveness. We call it traceability. Welcome to your new daily ritual. Okay, so you're not familiar with Ritual. Basically, it's a supplement brand, right? You have men's supplements, women's supplements, some prenatal supplements. This is all kind of marketed toward what I feel is somewhat a younger crowd. I've seen them pop up on reallygoodemails.com. I've seen their marketing out there. I really like the visuals. I like the colors. Very aesthetically pleasing. But how do the emails stack up? All right, and just so you know, this is my objective eye. I work one-on-one with brands to develop email marketing strategy, to develop messages. So I'm going from the scope of what I know works well, maybe different. You may have a different opinion. Drop it below. I'd love to hear it. But these are my initial thoughts when going through their sequence. Okay, so let's go back to February 2nd. I opted into this pop-up here and got this first welcome message. All right, subject line, build a healthy home from the Vitamin Up. So as you can see, their core audience is definitely featured in their marketing. Younger, kind of millennials, looking to get a hold of their daily vitamin routine. So very fresh, very, very young. Again, they have a very clear aesthetic, right? The yellow is very much them. So when you open your inbox, you see that this is an email from Ritual. I do like the approach of doing an offer first. I mean, in today's world, it is what it is, y'all. You got to get an offer for your brand new subscribers. It is definitely expected. And if there's just one thing keeping this customer from coming in and purchasing and it's getting $10 off, give them $10 off. And this approach is very interesting to me. They are doing like $10 off a bundle. So they are limiting it, but they're also kind of boosting LTV, right? So technically they're not just buying one type of supplement. You're going to get a bundle, but you're going to get some savings. But technically with these savings for this company, I'm assuming obviously they have better margins when someone buys a bundle. The one piece that I'm missing here is maybe some examples of what's in a bundle. I'm not really sure. I'm assuming, I just get this email for the first time. I'm assuming it's like, maybe a daily vitamin and something specialty. Like having maybe some clear visuals of what maybe my options might be for some bundles might really drive through some higher clicks. I really like that the email has actual HTML text. That is better accessibility, that's going to provide better deliverability. Having actual text in your email is so important. Okay, not a bad first email. I like it, right? Very straight to the point. There's not a lot of brand story here. There's not a ton of visuals, also not a ton of explanation, but it's very to the point. And your welcome offer can fit that, and I see nothing wrong with that. All right, so we're on to the very next day. So one thing I do notice is that these emails are hitting my inbox at the same time. So I'm sure in their flow, they're having a full 24-hour turnaround, which I really, really like. If you go into a welcome series and you're like, okay, for the second email, wait until 8 a.m. and send it at 8 a.m. It's like, why? I mean, why do that? You have someone who yesterday was engaging with your website and opening emails. They're probably gonna be engaging and ready to open emails at the same time tomorrow. Usually, right? I mean, that's the best odds. So I like that they're keeping with a full 24-hour turnaround. Okay, several things I am not happy about with this email. One, it is images and only images. They're images stacked upon each other, but they are just images, which to me, big no-no. So here's why I don't like this, all right? So when your email leaves your software and is about to go into someone's inbox, Inbox providers like Gmail, Apple, they are scanning your email to understand what is inside of this email they're about to deliver. Is there anything suspicious? What do the links look like? What does the text say? Inbox providers don't make it super clear what they're looking for, but your odds are definitely better if they have something to read. And when you have an image, and an image, and an image, and an image, and an image, they really don't have much to go off of besides your alt text, which is very important. And they do have alt text applied to these emails. I do see that. But they'd have a better chance of this email landing in somebody's inbox and not spam if they had actual text in this email. So yeah, the only thing I see is just the footer and the disclaimer. So not a whole lot to go off of for an inbox provider to know what is inside of this email. I like the content, right? So when I'm thinking of a welcome series, I want to think through every possible hurdle someone might have on moving forward with your product. And I could think with a daily vitamin or a supplement, it's trust, a huge trust factor, right? So this is breaking down the ingredients, their benefits. What does it do? What does it mean? I like that. I'm not a fan of how tiny the images are, because in mobile, this is just going to be like really small. And again, the text is all images. Not a fan of that. Okay, so we're looking at our second email. They're sending an email a day. Let's go into the next one, which is coming into the inbox 2 days after the last one. So now we are into a little bit further in the welcome series. Okay, first things first, the subject line is great. Hold the anchovies. But what the heck has happened with the preview line? So the preview line has gone like really wide. I see the ritual piece. Yeah, lost opportunity there. I think that they could have had a really strong preview line there to go alongside that really strong subject line. But that was lost, and it kind of looks like an error to me, or just not setting that piece up when the email deployed. Wish they had that fixed. Okay, again, this is one giant image. Not a fan, no. Not a fan. Design-wise, I think it's an interesting email. I like kind of the, I really like the approach of it, right? Like, again, we're thinking through hurdles. One big hurdle people have with supplements is the taste. And of course, the taste of omega-3 fish supplements, disgusting, right? So this is really saying, hey, you know that big problem that's out there? We don't have that. Ours don't taste all fishy. I like that. But it is a giant image, which I'm not a fan of. I really like that when I click it, it goes to dedicated content. So many times I'll see when people do these type of emails, they're just going to send them to the product page, when a lot of times they want more education and more clarification. So let this blog post or this article do some soft selling for you. So I really dig that this goes to a page that has more information. Okay, so it looks like we're going into an email every 2 days now. Okay, so we're going into the next one, and subject line, because you're rad. And it says like, we like your vibes, so get these savings. Okay, I dig it. Okay. All right, so we have some actual HTML text, which I really like. This one's a super simple one, but it's very effective. I really like the because you're rad. I like that approach. That's really cute. Again, speaking to kind of their younger audience, so I really like that. Again, one thing I seem to be missing from these emails is more product information. I don't know, I'm just struggling to want to click through unless I was really ready to purchase. But if I saw some more like products and like product offerings and just seeing what the different types were inside of these emails, that might push me to really explore and click through if I see something that might speak to me. Right now, I just see kind of this default supplement in this image and the offer. So if I really am not ready to purchase, I don't know if I'm really going to go forward with this offer. And it is a very small offer, $5 off, especially since I don't really know exactly what my total cost is kind of going to be here. I'm not crazy about the $5 off, but hey, you know, If it is just that one single thing keeping someone from moving forward is having a coupon code submitted, then this could be that one coupon code to get them to move forward. So yeah, can't hate on it. Okay, so moving into the next email, again 2 days later, I'm getting a hello sunshine with an emoji. I dig that, so we're getting a little bit of some variety, some emojis, some non-emoji ones. What I love about this email is the GIF. So love, love, love using GIFs in emails. They always draw the eye, they hold the attention longer, they really pull people in. The thing I hate about this email though is that all of the text below it is an image. So, ugh. But this is some more education on the product offering. So what I was kind of hinting at before was like, oh, I saw kind of one product being explained to me. Okay, now let's bring in, I'm assuming, actually, this is probably what it is they picked their most popular products and turned those into content pieces. So I'm sure the like omega-3s is one of their best sellers. So let's pull that into an email. And then now we're into this vitamin D3. Let's turn that into an email. Something people are most likely to purchase and they've heard before. I really like that approach, but I wish it was actual text. All right, after this point, I started to get a few more welcome emails. I got one about like building my own bundle, which I really digged. I really liked the approach of that one. Had a clear visual of the box and kind of showing me what the bundle is, kind of sometimes actually visualizing it as a consumer is kind of that extra piece to build trust. So I love the visualness of this email. This one actually has a really good mix of images and text. So I really like how this one is broken out. Different pieces or images, like this little like high five hand thing is a little sliver of an image, but everything under that is actual text. Really love that. The little value proposition section at the bottom. I love a value proposition section. So if you can break your brand into 3 call outs of like, we do A and B and C really well, break those into a little section at the bottom. Love that. Okay, so interesting. So what? I came into this flow February 3rd. By February 25th, I was technically churned. So when I investigated kind of the links and I'm clicking around, I see that I have been tagged as churned, which that window is pretty good. I mean, they are a bigger brand, so I'm sure their lead flow is quite large. So being very aggressive about cleaning their list is very important. So sending me into this new churn sequence definitely makes sense. I haven't purchased yet. Maybe I didn't click enough or show enough engagement. And I really like the messaging here of like still testing the waters. Like it's obvious that people who haven't moved forward, they just don't have enough trust. So this email is kind of addressing that and also includes an offer. So I like that approach. Again, this one's doing a great job of HTML with image. There's a nice balance there. Okay, so by the 28th, so I just entered the churn sequence. They might have it where like if you didn't interact with that first churn email, you now get this one. But on the 28th, so 3 days later, I get this message called "You Talked, We Listened." So this one is sending me to a survey, and I love, love, love a survey approach. So imagine you have this influx of leads and there's this huge drop off. And it's like, okay, I could throw spaghetti at the wall and guess why, or I could see if they'll give me information as to why. Okay, I'm just referencing my notes. It took me over to a type form, and that's where it had a few questions. So the first one was, it asked me, is Ritual a brand that I trust? And then it asked me, is Ritual based in science? Which is so interesting because I am like, I mean, I'm kind of like really honing in on what they're trying to do here, and I love it. And then the last question is like, what is holding me back from purchasing? And this is where they had a ton of options listed. There was, one of the things was that there was, I'm still exploring. I don't know if I trust the brand or not. Not sure if Ritual has the better vitamin choices. Lots and lots of options there that someone could select and they could build content off of that. And don't underestimate, people love to give their opinion. So once this survey hits their inbox, and even if maybe they really aren't the ideal customer, just knowing where they are in their thought process, where they are with the brand, I mean, that can be huge. I mean, it's great free information that literally you take these answers, build content off of it, build a blog post, build new emails, social posts, addressing like, okay, everyone said, is ritual based in science? No. And it's like, oh, we gotta break that. We gotta break that mold there. So doing tons of content based around these answers. It's genius. I love implementing a survey like this. Okay, so let's talk about like my hits and misses here. So kind of going past my welcome flow, and I've just been subscribed and churned for a while. On April 26th through the 29th, I got the same email every day with the same subject line. Don't know if that was a whoopsie or maybe an interesting marketing tactic. I've never tried that before. But yeah, so same email, same time, every day, same subject line, same content inside of it. So yeah, so that happened. Top subject lines that caught my attention. There was one that said chew on this, which I really like. It was kind of, but there was no preview line, so that was the miss, but I really liked the subject line, chew on this. I like the subject line of hold the anchovies, but again, no preview line, so it's kind of, Everything else was kind of run-of-the-mill subject lines. Nothing really drawed my eye. There was one that was like Memorial Day sale access or get 20% off ritual. So standard stuff, right? Okay, so my top email goes to the Build Your Bundle email. I just really like this one. I like the visual. I like the actual build of the email. I think it's really well done. So this is definitely my favorite of the emails. Okay, my biggest miss email is going to have to be this one. So issues with the text, obviously. I think the images are too small. Overall, I'm just not sure it's a appealing email. I'm really curious what engagement this one gets, but to me, I don't feel like clicking on it or engaging with it. So this one, to me, just a bit of a miss. All right, so those are all of my notes on the kind of welcome series initial emails that I got from Ritual. So would love to know what you think, if any of these emails stood out to you, and especially if there's a brand that you'd like to see, put it in the comments. I'm literally throwing my email into tons of other bigger brands to analyze their email marketing. So if there's a brand out there that you know is killing it, or you're curious of like the process, or you just want to see some examples, I mean, that's the beautiful part of this. This could just give you some inspiration on how to do your email marketing. So all of the emails that I've gotten today, I'm going to put into a swipe file folder PDF. So you have all of these visuals that you can look at. So analyze it for yourself. What are your opinions? Put it in the comments below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.